Niddah Daf Nun Gimel. Midiraisa, Dam Nida is Bekolshu. Any amount is Metama. Midirabanan, if a woman sees a stain, a kesem, it has to be the size of a gris, so we can outrule a lapse. Says the Gemara, according to the Tanakama, if a woman sees a stain the size of 3 grisim, then we could be chayshesh that perhaps she saw this dam in the days of her ziva, 3 days in a row, and each gris represents 1 day, and therefore she has right now 3 grisim, and she becomes a zavak doila. According to Rabbi Yehuda ben Agra, it's not necessary to have 3 grisim. Even 2 grisim, and then she checks her clothing and she sees that she has 2 grisim, that's enough to say that she had 3 re'iyos, 3 separate sightings of dam. But she only has 2 grisim. The answer is because 1 gris could count for 2 days, and that is if that 1 gris happened during Bein Hashmashas. So let's say, for instance, 1 gris happened on Sunday, and the second gris happened Monday evening by twilight by Bein Hashmashas. Twilight, Bein Hashmashas, could be considered for Monday and can also be considered Tuesday. That 1 gris can be considered for 2 days. Says Rebbe, according to the Maskonas HaGemara, I understand that Chachamim admit to Rabbi Yehuda ben Bagra in a case where the woman didn't do any b'dikas. So since there was no b'dikas at all during Bein Hashmashas on any of the days, therefore it's very possible that her re'iyos happened during Bein Hashmashas. However, where is the machlokes between Rabbi Yehuda ben Bagra and Chachamim? In a case where she checked the Bein Hashmashas of Rabbi Yehuda and not the Bein Hashmashas of Rabbi Yossi. Meaning, there's a machlokes. According to Rabbi Yehuda, Bein Hashmashas lasts from the time that the sky starts becoming dark, it's still red but it's dark, until the sky, the horizon is completely dark. Rashi here says it's a chatzi mil. In the Gemara where the machlokes is, there's a machlokes what Rabbi Yehuda says is 3/4 of a mil or 2/3 of a mil. Regardless, let's say that according to Rabbi Yehuda, Bein Hashmashas is a half a mil, 9 minutes. According to Rabbi Yossi, the way the Gemara understands now, Rabbi Yossi's shear comes after Rabbi Yehuda's shear is over. Once it's over, Rabbi Yossi says that the shear lasts for keheravayin, like a blink of an eye, a split second. So the machlokes between Rabbi Yehuda ben Bagra and Chachamim is in Rabbi Yehuda plain, not Rabbi Yehuda ben Bagra, and Rabbi Yossi. In other words, if the woman did a bdika for the 9 minutes straight, as Rava was taught by the Talmidim of Rab, that the bdika must last from beginning to end, that there was no second that it's possible that the dam came out. However, there's no bdika during Rabbi Yossi's time, during that keheravayin. Rabbi Yehuda ben Bagra says, I hold like Rabbi Yossi, that Bein Hashmashas exists in that keheravayin, and therefore I have to be choishish that perhaps she saw dam in that time. And Rabbanan say, we don't care about Rabbi Yossi's shita, we hold like Rabbi Yehuda, and therefore we're not choishish that perhaps there was dam during Bein Hashmashas because this woman did a b'dika from beginning of Rabbi Yehuda to the end of Rabbi Yehuda. She just didn't do it in the time of Rabbi Yossi. Now, if we don't explain Rebbe like that, we explain it like the Havamina, it'll come out that there will be a contradiction in Rebbe. Because on the one hand, Rebbe says that according to everybody, if she didn't do a b'dika at all, you're not chayshish. You are chayshish. If there's no b'dikas at all, you are chayshish. Therefore, it comes out that the middle case, number 2, where she did a partial b'dika, she did a b'dika like Rabbi Yehuda, but not like Rabbi Yossi, you're not chayshish. Why? Because we don't care about Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi's shear is in the nighttime. It's not Bein Hashmashas. On the other hand, if you say, like Rebbe, that she did a b'dika according to both shittas, Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Yossi, and in that case we're not chayshish, that means you could be medayik that in the middle case, where she did a partial b'dika, she did like Rabbi Yehuda, but not like Rabbi Yossi, you are chayshish to Rabbi Yossi, which would mean that Rabbi Yossi's shita is a valid shita, and it's Bein Hashmashas. So that's a contradiction. Therefore, we had to say pshat, like we said before. Now, what comes out, according to Rabbi Yehuda ben Agra, is that he holds like Rabbi Yossi, as we said, that he's chayshish for that shear of keheravayin that happens after Rabbi Yehuda's shear. The issue is that from another brayso we could be medayik in Rabbi Yehuda ben Agra, the exact opposite, that he doesn't hold of Rabbi Yossi's shear. Therefore, the Gemara says that in fact there's a machlokes in Rabbi Yehuda ben Agra. What's the shear of Rabbi Yossi? Does the shear of Rabbi Yossi keheravayin happen after Rabbi Yehuda's shear, as we learned up until now, or perhaps it happens It is a shear of Kehera, if I blink of an eye, but it happens within the shear of Rabbi Yehuda. It happens somewhere in those 9 minutes. Therefore, if a woman did a bdika from beginning of end and then of Rabbi Yehuda's shear, it includes Rabbi Yossi's shear, and therefore I'm not choishesh. The Tanna Kama holds if a woman sees a stain, a kesem, she must be mitama all the taharis that she touched and kachim, all the way back to the last time she checked her beged or she laundered that particular beged. According to Rav Shimon ben Elazar, you don't go all the way back, because you could go back a month, 2 months. Rav Shimon ben Elazar says no, you go back 24 hours, because it's impossible that a kesem should be worse off than actual dam. And actual dam, the first Mishnah Niddah says that you only go back 24 hours. What happens if a woman sees a kesem and then she sees dam? Can I attribute the kesem to the dam? According to Rebbe, yes, you have 24 hours within the time that you found the kesem and then you see dam. And according to Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, you only have in that day. In other words, until Shkia that day. On the one hand, Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar is a kula, on the other hand, it's a chumrah. Or on the one hand, Rebbe is a kula and Rebbe is a chumrah. How? Because Rebbe says you have 24 hours. That means he's makel on the one hand. He says all stains within those 24 hours. We don't have to go retroactive all the way back to the last time she cleaned her clothing. You go, you take it, and you say it's dam, and it starts from here on out. So therefore, that's a huge kula. On the other hand, according to Rebbe, what happens if a woman sees dam, let's say Sunday afternoon, as you see in the chart? She sees a kesem, she sees a kesem Sunday afternoon, and Sunday evening, she sees real dam. According to Rebbe, that's all in one day. According to Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, that's already a second day, because it's after Shkia, she saw dam on a second day, on Monday. Therefore, according to Rebbe, her niddah starts on Sunday. She counts 7 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. After day 7, in other words, day 8, 1, 2, 3, if she sees 3 riyas, then she becomes a zavak daila, which is a huge chumrah. But according to Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, since it's 2 separate days, so she only becomes a niddah on Monday. So when she sees 3 re'iyos all the way at the end, on day 8, 9, 10, it's really day 7, 8, 9. So she only saw 2 re'iyos and she's a zavaktana, and that's a kula. As we said, if a woman sees a kesem and then she sees dam, according to Rebbe, it's considered part of the dam if it's me'es la'es. Says Rish Lakish, provided that the woman did a hefsek riyah. On day 7, before she went to the mikvah, she did a bdika. And then she's showing that she considers that kesem as dam. Says Rabbi Yochanan has nothing to do with her. She can't show or not show. Akal panim, you see the concept that you need to do a hefsek taira for a kesem, for a stain. Have a wonderful day.